Today's news that Saudi Arabia, UAE, Bahrain and Egypt have severed diplomatic ties and cut trade connections with Qatar is as shocking as it is significant. It leaves Qatar extremely isolated and in a very weak position in economic terms. For everybody doing business in Qatar and in the GCC, this is a significant development and you need to be following it closely. On MEED.com today we have 12 stories about different perspectives on the Qatar crisis, and I urge you all to have a look at those stories to find out and understand what is going on. For Qatar, it leaves the country in a very isolated position. The severing of trade links and the cutting and closing of borders is going to make it more difficult to get construction materials and other supplies into the country. This is going to have a knock-on effect on World Cup projects. Qatar imports a lot of its food, about 40% comes from Saudi Arabia and the UAE, so there will be interruptions, potential interruptions to food supplies and likely inflationary effects as Qatar seeks to import from other sources. And generally, Qatar's ambition and role as a growing trade, tourism and logistics hub will be challenged with the flight restrictions on planes coming in and out of Qatar from its GCC neighbours. For the GCC, it raises question marks about solidarity and a unified security approach when facing up to Iran, for example, or in Yemen, and Qatar has been removed from the Yemen coalition led by Saudi Arabia. The action from Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Bahrain and Egypt was not unexpected. What is a surprise is the severity of the action. It seems to be coming primarily from Saudi Arabia together with the UAE, and the only likely conclusion that we can see at this stage is that Qatar will have to take some very large steps to try and find a solution to the crisis. Qatar itself is in a very weak position to negotiate, and the Emir in Qatar is under pressure from domestic opposition, obviously from around the GCC, and the economic pressure will mount. So I think Qatar has to act quickly and take some big concessionary steps to try and ameliorate the situation. MEED's team of journalists have been following the Qatar situation very closely, and you can find out more on the situation every day by tuning into MEED.com.